Carbohydrates. Where do we stand? What's my opinion? What's my experience with carbohydrates in your canines? People ask me all the time, what do I think? Because they know anybody that follows me for any period of time, I'm the carnivore guy, right? I'm the guy that's all about the animal protein, animal fat, and they're the essentials. Carbohydrates are not essential. Can the right carbohydrates be a tool? 100%. Have I used certain carbohydrates at certain periods of time in my dogs? 100%. Long term? Absolutely not. The wrong carbs? Absolutely not. There's levels to this carb game, and there's situations to this carb game, in my opinion. And my opinion is based on real world, a real time experience, not just with myself, but with customers as well. So let me share with you my stories. So when I got my boy Vitor at 3 months old, he came from the original owner through my buddy who was the breeder. My buddy had to take Vitor back from the original owner because it was just straight up neglect, and the dog was just completely malnourished and skin and bones and a whole bit. Not abuse from my understanding, but neglect. So when I got him, he still had a certain level of compromised immune system. And so my goal was to start to get some body weight on him, start to beef him up. He's only 3 months old. So what I did is I went with the animal protein, animal fat, and I added in some cooked white rice. Now for me, that's one of the cleanest carbohydrates that you're gonna get. But the goal was always gonna be just for a certain window until we got that body weight up. And remember something, the quality body weight's coming from the animal fat, and the muscle mass is coming from the animal protein. When you start adding in carbohydrates like that, a lot of it is water weight, and a lot of it was in the bodybuilding world, we call it the fake weight, right? It's the fluffiness or the fullness of the muscle belly they talk about. But at the end of the day, animal protein, animal fat, that's where the real quality of muscle and body fat comes in. But to kind of push that a little bit quicker and a little bit further in the beginning, I'm a fan of carbohydrates like rice. What I'm not a fan of is, and try and get the white rice the least processed that you can. And listen, this whole processed food thing is an absolute nightmare for people that truly understand and are educated on nutrition. For the human world and the canine world, you're constantly maneuvering around the big money. You're constantly maneuvering around trying to figure out, reading backs of labels and trying to figure out what's really what. And we're going to get deep into that too, how it's so misleading from the front of the bags to the front of the boxes, and then you read the back and they're misleading and all this kind of stuff. But that's another day, another video. But like, I'm not a fan of the processed boxed pasta. I try and get the better quality rice. And again, this is just short windows of time. But other, breads and pastas, definitely not sugars for sure. Not even a short window for sugars with any of my canines or anybody that asks me, any of my customers. Absolutely not. It's a train wreck, and that's another video for another day as well. But I want to stay on track here. But I would leave it to white rice, to be really honest with you. And people, feel jasmine rice is a little better, and this might be a little better, that might be a little bit better. But short windows, you can get away with good quality white rice to get those carbs in. But start to wean them off as soon as you can. Again, that's my take on the carbohydrates. It's a tool. Certain carbohydrates are a tool, and certain are just a complete disaster, and you're going to wind up doing probably more. You're going to take more steps back than you were forward if you're really looking for a healthy, vibrant, powerful animal for whatever their genetic makeup allows, whether it's a Pomeranian or a Cane Corso, right? Whatever their genetic makeup allows, the fuel that you put in, the cleaner the fuel, the smoother the ride for any of the canines. So that's my quick take on carbohydrates. The right ones, short window, and wean them off. Now, when you're feeding those carbohydrates, you always keep that animal protein, animal fat in there. Do not get rid of those. The key and the goal is when you add those carbohydrates like the white rice, you want to wean them off. You want to start to wean them down off of that to get them completely on the animal protein, animal fat. You want to put some more body weight on, up the animal fat. You want to lean them out, lower the animal fat, keep the animal protein high with all those amino acids, which are the building blocks for everything from the inside out. That's the recipe to this game. You're building from the inside out. You're handling things, taking care of any issues from the inside out. The outside shows us what's going on the inside. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. Share, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Show the love. We're going to keep pumping these videos out. This is important. Canine Super Supplements coming to a town near you and turning customers into fam. Appreciate you guys.